That's an insult to God. That's bad karma, I call it. So these guys, I wouldn't want the karma of some of these people. Do your best. Do your best. I like your dissertation on insects and the little badger. That baby is strong. I know, but you're talking about species and their native foods for themselves. And I think the point is we got away from intuitive eating. And I've talked to a lot of you since you started more fruits. Those of you that were sold on vegetable eating, and you notice your comments are you feel so much better, so much lighter, so much. And this is the truth. Every species needs to eat what it does for its species. That's the way it is. And our vertebrates are frugivores. More so than primates. More so than primates, even. We're a more refined, more neural species still. So it even means more importantly, we have our fruits, berries, and melons. Especially when you're older. This was on rosacea, and all that. And thank you for your comment on that, MNP 124. Thank you so much. Enlightenment, self-realization fit in your... This question, Cristiano, is where would enlightenment, self-realization fit in your chart? In the now. Right now. That's the only time you're going to have it. Not tomorrow. Not after detox. Not in a week. Right now. There's nothing but the now. So everything else is illusion of the mind and emotions, and how we take ourselves down a path of drama, if you will. God is the drama king. But you would too if you totally realized that there's nothing but you, and you have the little drama in your life doesn't hurt. if you're detached from the results. But enlightenment only comes when you are totally in the now, where you're more the infinite and away from the finite, away from the limitation and the past, the present, or the past and the future, I should say. And you're above the conditioned states where things are already set, conditioned, already felt. Deja vu is easy to understand when you understand creation's already built. We're just going through it. If you ever saw the movie written by Bruce Lee, and it was David Carradine played the master in it. And I had that, and it was on TV, and I stored it, and then I erased it. It was called The Circle of Iron. And The Circle of Iron is a great story on the path of enlightenment, only to say Satnam for those that are the Radhaswami. I would say the Satnam is when you finally get to God after all the journeys and the seeking of God, and you look and you fight and you go through all these things, and finally you tear open the world of God, and finally you see nothing but mirrors. It's a good thing. We're in it sometimes. Circle of Iron, written by Bruce Lee, matter of fact. Incredible movie. I used to be a kung fu freak, and David Carradine played the master, and so his student realized that through a lot of different experiences that the master had been through creation before, knew exactly what he was going to experience in his next move. And so David Carradine slapped the student on the face and said, "How many times? How many times have I been here? How many times have I rode this ride? How many times?" And that's the point, A master is one that just helps you and doesn't interfere with your journey, but shows you the pitfalls and gives you a little nudge here and there, right? In the now, my dear one. In the now. The only place for it. And you're the only one that can have it. How about that one? You asked me a question about blood types. They deal with the body's immunity and antigens. I don't get into blood types. I think you know that whatsoever. I've never made a life study of them either. I could care less about them. After I realize that something is in my opinion, ridiculous, I don't get into that. we've had a lot of journeys through blood types and royalties, as you say, and bloodlines, but you know, I just don't get into that. You know what? I find the same diet works on the same people no matter where you are in this world. I have clients like you see everywhere, from Belgium, Romania, Russia. I've got them in China trying to sneak herbs in. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Well, China, guys, come on, man. At least let the herbs in. I mean, herbs, you want the power. Traditional Chinese medicine. Give the rights to whomever you think created them, you know. But you've got Japan, you got all kinds of areas that we're in trying to help your people to get well. And so never want to block the herbs, you know. This codex thing, I think all your countries that signed a codex, you have the power. You don't have to put up with that. Stop it. Get rid of it. You know, Canada's fighting it now in courts, I heard. Any government that takes on codex needs to be fired. Let them go. Kick them out. Because they're telling basically the people they can't have what God made to get you well. No, use this out-of-control allopathic community that you're going to pay out the butt, and you're not going to find a remedy, and you're going to hurt a lot. Some it could kill you, but, you know, okay. You know, that sort of thing. Oh. Am I ranting and raving again? But, you know, all right. Yeah, your sister, you're dealing in a schizophrenic and or some sort of that. I only have one answer, and that's get into the endocrine glands and get into the body's lymph system. But the endocrine glands houses these finer, deeper emotions and things, and these souls of flesh. Now, keep in mind that you have a soul here, a very powerful being that's been through many lifetimes and has taken on experiences through these lifetimes and brought a lot of this baggage in. Plus, they came into a body that ties in with the baggage they have. So you can see that she has adrenal gland problems, she has self-image problems, she has problems accepting her divinity. And of course, souls move into creation and immediately start becoming the experiences, because that's how you, as soul, learn something. You have to become it. You can understand something intellectually, but that's not really understanding something. You can understand something emotionally, but you really understand something when you wear the robe. In other words, you take it on, the whole thing. And that's how God loses itself. It takes on its own creation. It creates and loses itself. But that makes the drama good, right? The best directors, when they can make you forget while you're watching their movie that you're watching a movie. This becomes real to you. That is a good director, and the best director is the Supreme Being. The problem is it loses itself and it has to find itself. Because when you have that yearning inside of the alone state, you have that desire to know what is in the darkness, in the aloneness. Not the evil, but what's beyond the beyond. What's God? That's yourself wakening up. And you have to wake up. So this is a both two-part to me, a spiritual growth issue and also a physical issue. Yes, we can open up these spiritual issues through detoxification by cleaning the adrenals. A lot of things are going to pour out, but okay, you work with this person, you work through them. This is why we need a lot of good healers, and in the future, a lot of good patients. As you can see, I don't have a lot of good patients anymore too much because I'm ready to go. So I'm just getting out what I can. Yeah, the water full of love. I like all your comments, and you felt your kidneys and stuff when you had the 200 grams of protein a day. That's 200. A lot of people have 300 and 400, but whew, it gets you. Take care of yourself, bro. I answered the adaptogenic herbs here. Astragalus, one of my favorites. If you review the herbs I use in my formulas, I can tell you I'm in love with every one of them. I don't think now I have a formula with an herb I don't love. You know, sometimes you add an herb when you're not really sure of it because there's thousands of herbs. But I love every one I'm with. Thanks for the comment in MP124. Whoever you are, I thank you for the comment. Nellie, is that it? Thank you for the comment. We do try. I'm telling you, people don't realize we really go out of our way to help, I think. And we do it because we love you. I mean, why else? Why would you not help people? I don't understand the other side of it. How's my time? I got 5 minutes. So, again, I apologize for the length of these videos, and I don't mean to rant and rave. Now, this person had been to a Chinese medical practitioner recently and been told that she has low circulation, that all her organs are sluggish. I have a mild fatty liver. Well, mild fatty liver would not be poor blood circulation, it would be poor lymph circulation. That is your lymph system. That's why it's fatty, because fats are antacids. And of course, where you see fatty deposits, guess what's there? Acids. So your lymph system isn't moving well. So this is both your kidneys, adrenals, but I can tell you your colon, you got interstitial lymphatic constipation. Fix up your colon there as well. High cholesterol. Okay, so what that's saying is, there you go. Your cholesterol's up because your acids are up. Remember, cholesterol is the body's main antacid. And of course, you're forming stones because in an acid environment, the fluids become anionic. They coagulate. They stick together like blood cells and blood and bile and cholesterol. Everything, everybody likes to have a group hug in an acid medium because, I don't know, it seems in an alkaline medium, everybody wants to go home. Her question is, can a congested liver shut down other organs, making them perform slowly? No, but the same lymph system can. The same lymph system that shut down your liver can shut down the rest of your body, head to toe. Remember, this is 3/4 of interstitial fluids, and what's interstitial mean? Around the cells. Spitting up a lot of mucus daily. Now, we like that. We like that. That's what you want to do, sweetheart. Mucus out the mouth, mucus out the nose, mucus out the back end, and mucus out the front end. Okay? Very important. Mucus comes out in urine, stool, nose, mouth, and if female, maybe a little you know where. Liver gallbladder detox, you are. I mean, if you're detoxifying, you're going to detoxify head to toe, the lymph system. You don't need to focus just on one tissue or another because the lymph system is universal. It is the one in the whole body that you have to clean all this lymphatic system. It's head to toe. That's the problem. It's head to toe. And so this stuff has to come out all through you to restore good gland function. But also work on the colon with the stomach and bowel formulas. You can use the liver formula, but the problem's the lymph system in the liver. You can still use the liver formula, but I would do 2 lymphatics, 2 kidneys, and really get my lymph moving. Put yourself on a grape fast for 10, 20, 30 days, you know, or a lot of fruit there. Thank you, Crystalline. We love you too, sweetheart. Thank you for the, let's see, what's your take on sprouts? You know, I was living in a Volkswagen van for years and as a fruitarian, and I had some alfalfa sprouts in a little jar. I was growing them, and I wanted to break away from the vegetables. And I had them in the jar. They were sitting in the sun, where the sun was coming through the windshield, and they were sitting there, you know, for several days. And they were really green. I mean, they'd gotten so green it wasn't even funny. So I opened the jar, and I was trying to do all fruit, and I just took a big handful and then threw them out. Boy, in about a minute, and a big wad of mucus came out. So I did see the power of extreme green, but I've never seen greens able to do that like that. But I had them powered up in the glass with the sun coming in on them, powered those babies up. But that was one time where I saw a green really have a powerful effect on my gut and pulling up mucus out of me. So I did appreciate that. I've never had any wheatgrass that ever do that. And I used to make wheatgrass for all my clients. Oh yeah, I've been through the whole thing, guys. I've been through the wheatgrass. I've been through all of it. And but not anymore.